Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn, a love reading. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so we're going to get our whispers of love for overall energy. We're going to get our angel answers. We have our animal oracle tarot, animal oracle, and then we have our green witch tarot. Sorry. All right. So this could be a relationship that you have with yourself, with a friend, a family member, maybe with work, partnership. So what do we got going on here? We got a couple here that popped out. We have, excuse me, have patience. Love is patient and kind. Always have patience. Sometimes it's hard to have patience with other people. Oh, we have quite a few here. We have romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. And then we have relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change, right? So those are all very pretty there. So let's grab angel answers here. Helpful people. So I feel like, I really like what that card says there. It says it takes strength to recognize the need for change. And it does, because a lot of times people will just accept things the way that they are. They'll sweep things under the rug, or they'll say, I don't really want to change. You know, I don't want to deal with it. It's a lot of work to change. But I feel like it's those people who want better, those people who are always striving for more, those people who are always trying to learn and being open to looking at things differently. And I feel like it's taking that strength to recognize that, is there a need for change in a relationship, in a partnership, right? Romance, showing that other person, giving them attention and affection and communicating and really listening with that person. Having patience, that sometimes it takes sometimes it takes time to make change, but it's, if you are aware of it and you know what needs to be changed, then you're at least addressing the situation. Having patience with other people. Sometimes, you know, we're just like, well, I understand, right? Sometimes we're like, well, I get it. I know how it's supposed to be. I understand it. Why aren't you getting it, right? How come it's not making sense to you, and getting frustrated with that? But I feel like it's having patience, because everybody learns differently. Everybody sees things differently. Everyone has different perspectives, and they, you know, it's two individual people that are trying to work together, and to have patience, that even though if you feel that you understand it, or you're moving ahead, or you're getting it, and they're not, to realize, okay, they're doing it at their pace that is comfortable to them, and to not push our way or our thoughts or how we perceive it onto them, and putting that pressure on them. Because by doing that, that can create stress within the relationship, because you are frustrated because you're not having patience. They're frustrated because you're frustrated, and it just turns into a really big problem, and that's something to be aware of. All right. Patience. Sometimes patience, excuse me, is not easy. What you're struggling with is nothing is wasted, and that's what I was saying, is having patience, that even though it may take time for that other person to get on board, that the time is not wasted, right? That you're struggling with it, you're feeling time is being wasted. Come on, get on board. Don't you get this, right? The time is not being wasted. All right, what does Capricorn need to look at? Seeing the big picture, exactly. Seeing the big picture, that nothing is wasted. Definitely. Future energies for Capricorn. Okay. Love is all around. That even though, you know, this person may not see things the way that you see them, or, you know, they may be slower to get on board, but that love is all around you. Bottom of the deck, take a leap of faith. Taking a leap of faith to realize that love is all around you and to see the big picture and to be patient. All right, so let's get the Green Witch Tarot. Struggling with Five of Cups. And here she's pouring out the liquid that is in this cup. So pouring out those emotions, letting things go, right? Taking that action to let that go and let it and move on from there, right? Realizing that nothing is wasted. Also struggling with number 20, the Harvest, which is judgment. You feel like things aren't happening for you because I feel like it's like they're not happening at the speed that you're struggling with the Ten of Cups. Yeah. You feel like maybe you feel like because you don't have patience with this other person that you're questioning your Ten of Cups. You're questioning this connection. You're connecting this abundance, this harvest, and that you're struggling with letting go of things, right? You're struggling with this Five of Cups where she's pouring out the liquid, but I feel like you're holding on to the liquid. You're holding on to the emotions, that you're struggling with that. You're struggling with the relationship. That maybe it's not as fulfilling as what you were thinking it was, but I almost feel like it's your perception and how you're looking at it, that you have to see, that you have to have patience, right? The relationship patterns where it says it takes strength to recognize the need for change. Is that change within you? Is it change within them? Is it change within the relationship altogether? Seeing the big picture and realizing, okay, is it changes on both sides? Leo, Strength card. Handling the situation in a calm way instead of getting angry and irritated, because that never solves anything. That only creates bigger problems. Ten of Pentacles. All right. Looking at the positive, right? Seeing the big picture as what is the outcome of this relationship and where it's going. Nine of Swords, worrying about things that you can't control, right? Putting undue stress on the relationship. I love this card. I love this Four of Wands because I love how the two people are working together. They're smiling, they're happy, they're, taking the pears and the apples and they're making juice and they're working together, right? Love is all around you. And seeing, sometimes we just get irritated with people and we're not really seeing, okay, this bit about them irritates me, but also, what are all the positive things? We kind of forget the positive things and we don't see those things. And I feel like it's seeing around you that there is love around you, right? And you can work together. Happiness, Three of Cups, right? Enjoying, celebrating the good times. Time goes by so quickly. And before you know it, it's like all of this time has gone by and you never know what's going to happen, right? Throughout your day or tomorrow. And what is that? Tomorrow's never promised. So I just feel like wasting time on frustration and irritation and being angry and holding on to things, right? Holding on to those emotions that are negative. I feel like when you look back, you don't want to say, well, I spent so many years being angry and hurt and in this Nine of Cups and in this Five of Cups, or Nine of Swords and this Five of Cups. And I've spent so much time doing that I learned when I was able to let that go, when I was able to see the big picture, that nothing is wasted, that every day is a gift and every moment with people that you love and care about is precious, right? The time with the family, these two cards here, that's important and precious and having fun, that's what life is about. Lord of the Shadows, the Death card, letting go of what's holding you back and having that change and seeing things differently. bottom of the deck, the world tree, and that has the winter, the fall, the summer, and the spring, and that represents time. That's what I was just saying, as time goes by so quickly. And then we have the snake, which represents the wisdom, right, of through time. And we have the stork, that's flying, and it's like the new beginnings and building things, and the sun is coming through. And I just feel like it's, time goes by so quickly, and learning that, okay, every moment is precious, every moment is important, and what are those things that we can look at within ourselves and, to change or to make life more fulfilling, that it's up to us, that we shouldn't have to put that on other people, that we have to also see is taking that leap of faith and looking at what it is that we're doing, and looking at the positive, right, and pouring out the negative. All right. Let's get some more cards. Maybe you're starting a new business with someone too. I was just having that just came to mind. 9 of Swords again. Right? Don't worry about the things that you can't worry. Don't worry about things in the future, right? I mean, obviously, if it's something that you have to look out for or be concerned with, that's one thing. But I feel like sometimes we put a lot of worry and pressure on ourselves, right? Being hopeful, Aquarius, being positive, having that direction, that guided light, that star that guides us, that positive energy, and looking at the glass half full instead of half empty. Handling situations that are more difficult and not letting what other people have to say affect us or stop us. We have to make the decisions that we feel are best for us. Handling situations, having patience with this person, right? Finding the solutions that, okay, we'll work through this, we'll figure this out, we'll find the answers. Seeing the big picture, that it's about teamwork. It's about teamwork, working together, right? And being positive. We have the Queen of, I feel like that Queen of Pentacles, which is that best friend energy, right? Knowing that that person is there, that you can rely on them, that they can rely on you. That grounding energy, not being kind of caught up in the air, or, just facing the reality of, yes, time goes by quickly, and that I want to make sure that the time that I do spend with this person is positive and it's good, and we're building it emotionally, right? We're having that connection emotionally, and we're letting go of what needs to be let go of. We're not holding on to the negative, and we're focusing on the positive. We're focusing on the friendship, right? That trust and that reality. We have the Hierophant, which is building a strong foundation with the relationship. It could also represent Taurus. I feel like but it's also having that faith and belief in the relationship. If you don't believe in the relationship, if you don't have faith in the relationship, if you don't feel like it's going to last the distance, right? Then that's the energy that you're putting out, and that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to come back. I love it. I love it. We're closing out with the Four of Wands, with the two people holding hands, feeling happy, feeling excited, big smiles on their face, right? So right here, this future energy, it's that connection, it's that partnership, it's working together, finding answers, having faith in the relationship, enjoying the positive times, letting go of the negative, right? Making the changes that need to be made, letting things go, not letting everything get to you. Finding the balance between the two, so that you both feel like you're getting equal time, or your needs are being met, and having that communication back and forth and evening things out. If it feels like it's, sometimes in relationships we have to support the other person for a while because they're achieving their dreams and goals, and so we need to support them, and then it comes back around where it's okay, the other person has to support us because we're going after ours, and it's that back and forth between the two that builds that strength in the relationship and that trust, right? And that grounding energy. I love these two here. I love the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. That's really standing out there for me. All right, let's close it off with sincere relationships. I love that. How perfect is that? Sincere, real, honest. So we've got a little butterfly earring there. True relationships, right? And I feel like that's this right here, sincere relationships. The Queen of of Pentacles, which is that best friend energy, that person you can rely on, that person who will, is grounding, that person who is real and sincere. And then the King of Cups with the emotions and the feelings, and just let go what's not important and focus on what is important, and knowing that you have that ride or die, that close relationship, that person that you can rely on. And that takes work, right? But it also takes the belief in believing that it is a sincere relationship, and having patience and working on things and not letting the Nine of Swords get in your way. I love it. That was the perfect final card. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.